Doug called me to say that the Ford family wanted me to share in the celebration of Rob's life today, I was obviously very humbled and honored. It is a great privilege to be able to say a few words of remembrance about a fellow public servant and friend that I have known for over 2 decades. But as I thought about what I wanted to say, I realized that the real tribute to Rob wasn't to have me get up here and speak. The real tribute to Rob Ford was in the line of people who waited in the rain on Monday to pay the respects to the man who, for them, was synonymous with Toronto. Some had never met him. Others had very personal stories to share about what he had done for them and for their families. But they all took the time to come together to pay respects and to say goodbye. The real tribute to Rob was evident in the humble bungalow in Midtown that had an old Rob Ford for Mayor electoral sign on the lawn last week with the handwritten words, "We will miss you." Or the local businessman who called Rob about a zoning issue only to have him show up unexpectedly in his shop so he could better understand the issue. Or the single mom who needed housing for her family, and thanks to Rob, got it. Or the elderly lady who called regularly because the truth is, she was lonely and just needed somebody to talk to. These are the people who stand as a tribute to both Rob the man and Rob the politician. These are the stories that describe better than I ever could just what Rob Ford was all about. And the thing that all these people all had in common is that Rob had inspired them by his words, by his actions, to care about their city and their community. His blunt talk, no nonsense, get it done now approach had inspired them to pick up the phone, to attend rallies, barbecues, and to vote, maybe for many for the very first time. His vow to stop the gravy train was as simple and as genuine as any political mantra I've ever heard of in my life. I've heard of a few. Rob lived what he preached. It has always amazed me that Rob was under attack and investigation from his foes in the media because his office and travel expenses were too low. He was attacked because as mayor, he would help the less fortunate get sports equipment. What a breath of fresh air he was at City Hall. We're going to miss him at City Hall. You know, politics is a calling for many of us, but those who are most successful at it never let politics change who they were in the first place. This was certainly true for Rob. He came into politics with a strong sense of putting the people he represented first. He believed in, if I can borrow a phrase you may have heard before, doing what he said he would do. And those in public life could all learn a couple of things from him. I want to say a few words about the Ford family. When you meet one Ford, you meet and know them all. So while Rob's dad, Doug Sr., was the first I met as a member of our Common Sense Revolution caucus in 1995, the others soon followed. And as the late Jim Flaherty and I found out, when you were a friend of one Ford, you were a friend of them all, and they with you. Politics is hardest on the people who don't run for office. It's hardest for those who love us at home. The public scrutiny, the interrupted dinners, the late nights and the busy weekends all take their toll on our families. But the Ford family seems to thrive on their contributions to public service. And for that, we admire all of you, and we thank all of you. To Diane and Rob's brothers and sisters and their families, I know you will find strength in your many family memories of your time together with your son, your brother, your uncle. To Renata, Stephanie, and Dougie, I hope you will find some peace and comfort in knowing that we all share your sadness and your pride. You should be very proud of your dad's contribution to this city. All of us in Toronto thank the entire Ford family for sharing Rob with us. We too will miss him. Thank you.